What's up, everybody? Brett here. Back today playing some more Battle Brothers on the Warriors of the North DLC. Picking up right where we left off last time. Off camera, I went ahead and I rearranged our group. And I did this because I don't know anything about the hunting grounds. I went on to Reddit for a minute just to see what people were saying about it without trying to spoil anything for myself. And the first thing I saw, which is I thought was a piece of useful information that I thought I would pass on. A lot of people seem to be very confused in their playthroughs about this location, and from what I've seen, it people are saying that that location, the hunting grounds, does not spawn unless you first visit the icy cave. So something about the icy cave triggers the hunting grounds to spawn, and if you remember our episode with the icy cave, you have to be able to battle and win against that ghostly Irijok guy who is possessed. So we were able to do that. We got the cleaver, currently sitting on Isaac, and it's basically been acting as Frostmourne this entire time, slowly whispering into his ear, driving him mad. And we also picked up the broken ritual armor. So it says here, the broken remains of a heavy barbarian armor covered in ritual runes. It's unusable like this, and yet you feel that there's something special about it. Perhaps there is some way to mend it. I don't know where we go to do that. I don't know what this place is about. I think it was added with the Warriors of the North. I'm pretty sure it has been. So hopefully this leads us further down the trail of doing that. However, I don't know if I don't know if this is going to be a battle or not. I have no idea. This could just be like a peaceful location. But just in case it is a battle, we've got the A team in here. I'm opting for Sir Muldoon over Sir Quick Hands. Although, actually, Sir Quick Hands might serve us better this battle. Let me change some stuff up. I'm looking, basically just now what I noticed was the fatigue. And I also think having a throwing net might be great in this battle. So yeah, let's use our Quick Hands. That's fine. All the B-teamers are sitting out for this. If there is a battle here, it's about to be nighttime is basically what I was trying to say. So let's wait a second. I don't know if this is a battle. Most of the time I don't think the quest battles are affected by like your outside day or nighttime condition. But yeah, guys, let's go in and read it together. A lone elk grazes on green meadows in the shadow of some trees and by a small lake. This description alone already makes me think the game is trolling me. Like, this is so peaceful. Like, am I going to fight the Irijok here? That's what I'm most worried about, and that's what I don't know. Or is, like, some watery tart going to throw a sword at me and make me the King of England? I don't know. But, oh, this is something else I want to do. We're doing it, guys. We're pulling the trigger. Jotnar has trained enough. He is now a sword master. Let's go in. Okay. That's a pretty cool picture of a moose. Within the barren tundra, you find a prime hunting ground, or an elk, rather, around a small lake, and so you decide to go on a short one-day kill. You quickly spot a sizable elk cropping the scant tundra grass. Just as you ready a kill shot, the elk's neck seizes with its snout pointed straight out. The bones crack and its limbs go bow-legged as they are gripped by instant death. But it does not fall. The withers tremble and then bulb and shift as though fists rolled beneath its fur. Suddenly the flesh tears asunder, and you can see a slick blue mass bubbling between the wounds. Its legs burst apart, and the torso rises high into... Okay, this is the Irijok. Rises high into the air as long stalks of thick bone clap to the ground and wormy, snake-like straps of muscle wrap around the shafts. You believe the elk dead, but its maw groans wildly just as its face rips apart from crown to jaw like a blossoming flower. The face of something else entirely emerges, and it pushes forward as though generated by the very gore it was busy reaping. As the new monster finds its strength, it seizes up on both hind legs and reaches its hands back to tear away the fur of the elk like a man would a cloak. Blood and bones splatter. Ugh. Ugh, this is so creepy. A hideous... Oh god, there's a lot here. A hideous beast 3 times the height of any man turns and feels out its limbs, tensing its hands, cracking its knees and shoulders, turning its head from side to side with its fat nostrils flaring like a bull. The eye sockets are all bone, and a blue haze pulses within them like crackling storms. The elk's beautiful antlers have been abrogated by horrible horns. A frosty air curls from its mouth, and you can see the leaves of a nearby tree go cold and brittle. You have the uneasy feeling that this monster is not in fact a monster at all, but a transient spirit which manifests itself as it sees fit, carving itself into the world as an aspect of chaos and little else. Just as you think this, the beast turns its head towards you, and it hooks its long nails into the corners of its fanged mouth, and stretches the lips so far out the corners could be its ears. Ah, this is the place to be. This is the place where I am happy. Why do you look with such fear? Am I not but a simple deer? Ugh. Its head cocks to a side with the drool slopping over its bottom lip. Very Joker Batman style stuff going on. And playful tears fill its eyes. You've heard stories of this creature, a cruel horror the northerners call the Irijok, or the beasts of winter. You know it is not here to speak poetry and play games. You draw your sword, but then a hand claps your shoulder. Here with you always, Captain. This was indeed a boss battle. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I think gear-wise and level-wise we're probably fine for a boss battle. I've never fought this thing before. I don't know the strat. And I'm a bit worried about that. Whew. I remember a little bit from when we did the update. Like the notes as they were introducing some of the stuff. I think there's quite a few interesting elements to this battle that are going to be very important, and if I'm not like privy to them quickly, I think we could be in some decent trouble. But let's try. We'll destroy this thing. And if we suck, guys, if we get wrecked, we'll always reload. That's not a problem. This is not a hardcore screw ourselves over type of playthrough. We're here to learn. And every boss battle in the game I've done multiple times. Oh my god. Alright, so that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. I don't suppose I can net this guy. Okay, that took a decent chunk off of his armor. I mean, if we could throw a reinforced net, that would be ideal. Okay, good hit. Indomitable, see if that does anything for him. Let's put our spears in between our frontliners and our backliners. Go for the big hit. Let's get adrenaline and see if we can go first. And I'm kind of hesitant as to how we should move here. Like, I'm not going to jump Sir Lancel here if this guy just knocks everyone around, and we're not going to have the fatigue necessary to Indomitable right after. I'm expecting him to run over us in some other fashion. Adrenaline here. Maybe we can get some good shots off. Good hits off before anything else happens. And if we go here, we can use adrenaline as well to hit him first. That might be worth it. Or it might be a horrible idea. Let's go, Battle Brother. You're in. We're doing decent damage to him. Is he really this, like, squishy? I feel like that's famous last words, and then he's just going to smash us. Battle Brother. As long as you don't take the kill, Battle Brother, we're happy with you. We'll wait here. Apply lots of Overwhelm if we can. That's 3 stacks. Okay, we're going to have to wait there. Got him down to half HP. What does he do? He froze everyone and teleported. And then almost killed Leisure Side. Okay. So what does Chill do? -3 action points and initiative. Guessing it's pretty important to get out of the ice now. And if we can set him to bleeding, that's probably exactly what we want to do. Just get out of the ice. I don't think the ice really does anything other than make it hard for us to move. Let's get up here. Go for that sick bleed. Use Adrenaline here. And then pull that billhook out. 75. Nailed it. I feel like we're doing a lot of damage to this guy. But he's really hurt Leisure Side. And I don't know what this dude's targeting is like. Is he just going to keep nailing him over and over again? Or is it our fault for leaving him close? I highly doubt we can decapitate him. So let's just stack huge bleed. That's 80 damage worth of bleed. 2 stacks of Overwhelm. 2 more stacks of Overwhelm. It should be 5. Does Ragnar not have Overwhelm? He might not because he is a crossbowman. Okay. Take a shot that way. We'll wait and see how he moves, I guess. We've almost got him dead, it looks like. More stacks of Overwhelm. Super bleed. Like, if we don't get the experience from this battle because he bled out, I'm going to be pretty pissed. Alright, let's see what he can do. Does he chill here and then bleed out? Oh my god, he almost killed Leisure Side. Let's get in there. This is some pretty awkward positioning, but I think we'll still be able to hit him. We might be able to kill him this turn. We've got rotation. Damn, this is bad. And of course, Battle Brother is going to step up and wreck our ability to do anything. Okay, this is going to be an awful turn. And we may almost not even move. May as well not even. Because we're not going to be able to do anything. Okay, we land both of those. He's near death. Can anyone hit this guy? And wherever he's going, he's going to teleport and we can't control it. It seems almost like he recovers a little bit of HP because the bleed's not killing him. Might have been a good idea not to jump in there. Let's get out our crossbow. Just because we kind of blocked our line of sight for our archers. But down goes the Irijok, putting down a god. We did so much damage to him on the first opening volleys. When we crushed his armor and then took him down to like half health. Oh, we don't get any loot, I guess. Okay. Weird that it didn't give us anything, but let's see what happens. With the killing blow well placed, the Irijok clambers side to side, gripping its final wound. It lets out a howl of pain and buckles at the knees and can only barely hold itself up with one hand as its body doubles over and vomits into the ground. But the whole thing seems like a charade, and the beast at times looks over as though to make sure you are watching. It is a drama, a poorly acted show, put on by that which does not know death in any sense. The eyes lock with yours, and that unsettling grin returns. Then the monstrosity flashes a blinding strobe of blue, and when the natural light of the world returns, the corpse is frozen solid, and flakes of snow drizzle from the sky. That can't be it. You just know it. Look at that thing. You walk up to the iced remains and start chopping away. As you hew into the ice, a blue ooze drips from channels and gaps. One final swing smashes the ice apart, and a blob of goo runs every which way. As the men looked on rather concerned, you grab the shattered armor from the cave and throw it into the Irijok's blood. The strange tendrils which held its pieces together instantly brighten, and you watch as they begin to twist, taut, and pull the plates together. Matted elk fur conjoins with the metal, as though they were one being coming to heal old wounds. Blood snakes over the plates like moss twirling beneath a riverbed, curling to and fro before flattening out and painting the armor a slick red. Picking it up, you feel a buzz on your fingertips. I hope you don't suggest I wear that, Captain, Thane Jotnar Lanson says, shaking his head with a nervous smile. You're not yet sure what the armor is capable of, but no doubt have the mind to keep it inventory to see. As for the Irijok, you've no doubt it's still out there somewhere. Its corpse is already decaying rapidly, and the bones which remain are not that of a giant beast, but simply that of a poor elk. We lose the broken ritual armor, but we gain the helmet of the Irijok and the armor of the Irijok. Still, we prevailed. Is that it? I'm not saying that's it as if that was lame, because that was freaking awesome. But is there more to the Irijok? Holy crap, what is it? Check this out. It heals? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is an amazing set. Once a barbarian helmet broken in battle, this piece has been bathed in the blood of the legendary Irijok. Powers beyond your understanding mended it whole again, and will likewise mend any wounds of the wearer as well. 320, 310. The fatigue is actually not that bad. I'm looking at Isaac here because he is wielding the sword. He's also got 101 HP, so him having the ability to heal seems pretty fitting. Holy crap. Look at Isaac. What a monster. This helmet is strictly better than this one, so we'll leave the Veteran's Chieftain helmet there. I still like that Jotnar and them look the same. give this armor to Wonton Fu. And I'm also going to give this the Lindworm Scale Cloak. Check that out. He's brain damaged, but he's armored to hell. Awesome. Check this armor out. And we can still attach something to this. Jesus. Probably going to be bone plating. We don't want to add fatigue to this. Yeah. So we need to kill some more Unhold. But that frees up another Sellsword's armor, which is great. This helmet is amazing. Someone needs to wear that. I prefer it to be someone of barbarian blood, so I'm probably going to give it to Thane Jotnar. And Fritz here can wear the stalwart golden skull cap. But someone else needs to wear this as well. So we're getting, man, that was a series of pretty huge upgrades for us. So Muldoon has really pitiful fatigue. This is 22 versus 19. Yeah, let's give him a bit better fatigue with that. Man, does no one need a Sellsword's armor? That can't be right. Better than Lamellar. And this other stuff is just too heavy. We'll hold on to this here. What an awesome set. Look how absolutely terrifying he looks with the bone necklace. Oh my god, I'm stoked, guys. I can't even believe we just killed that thing. On our first try. I don't think that means he's easy. Maybe we were meant to do that a bit earlier in the game. And I think, I would not be surprised if we went back to the icy cave and we had to kill him one more time. I don't know what you would get for killing him again, though. If that's even a thing. I don't know if that's a thing. I just kind of made that up. But, okay, before I forget anything else, let's... Leisure Side needs to chill. He's got a dislocated shoulder and a fractured elbow. Really not the worst injuries, but he has no HP. Is there anyone that's close to leveling? Like, really close? Behemoth is. It's not bad. Skeeb is very close. We could just put Skeeb in here as a backline protector for now. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, we'll just put him in as a backline guy. And then Behemoth could use a little attention. Because I think we're going to take a battle in just a second. Let's just pull out Quick Hands real quick. Put in Behemoth. And maybe one more person. Pull out Fritz, maybe. Just do something like that. Yeah, that'll work. We got to get our new brothers some kind of levels. And organize this a bit. Most experienced brothers I like to put in the front. And then we'll put him there to heal. Make sure we don't accidentally drop him into battle. Alright, 12 out of 12 men. We're good to go. Guys. Woo, I didn't know what I was going to get. I thought I was just going to get like a nice little talking to. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting an Irijok battle. But I'm glad we prepared for it, just in case. And now I think we're going to head over to this collapsed hiding place before we return to Ratterstad. Try and make ourselves some more crowns. Expecting just random undead. Looks like a huge group of them left before we even arrived. Fine, whatever, we'll take it. Hope there's some good loot here at the end of this. At the very least, it's good experience. Only 9 of them? Jesus. It's almost a waste of time fight. Look at that. So Isaac feels now like an unkillable death monster. So I'm not that worried about sending him in against anything. His ability to regen So, something I'm thinking about too is that the helmet and the armor do the same thing. We may not want to put the helmet and the armor on the same brother. If by keeping it on Isaac, he essentially regenerates 20 HP a turn. That's incredibly powerful. But if we spread it out, just good math, we could have two brothers that each have the ability to regenerate. And I think that might just be better than having one brother who can super regenerate. For instance, we could consider giving the helmet to Svarog and keeping the armor. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what you guys think, or if you're doing a playthrough yourself, what you did in your playthrough. I would love to know. And look at the sick armor on Wonton Fu now. He's got lindworm scales going down his sleeves. Oh man, he's got the dragon helmet. How perfect is his like get up right now? It's pretty sweet. Okay, after facing the Irijok, this battle is like, my adrenaline is pumped. And having nothing to use it on except for zombies is like killing my buzz. Nice, that's what I'm talking about. We're just going to step in on the zombies. All zombies get stepped on. Also just trying to speed this battle up, because this could take forever if we don't. Cross your fingers for some more good loot. We don't have the money to buy anything right now, so even if we see something, sadly we can't get it. Line shot. Very good. Doesn't matter, we're just trying to quickly get this over with. Get that hit, decapitation. He's not coming back. Stepping in on Gimli, not the best move. Alright, great. Now they lined up for us. And as much as I like the brothers Jotnar and Lancel to have matching helmets, I might go back to that. I don't know. I feel like Jotnar being a barbarian, he's got to wear our barbarian helmet. I might switch that back though. I also like the fact that he's wearing the golden armor with the golden helmet. It's just kind of too cool. For Jotnar being one of our best brothers, he doesn't really have the best gear that we have available. His armor might be one of the best armors we have though. It's definitely up there. Man, I can't even believe this, guys. I really can't. What a sick set of armor. It's got awesome stats. It's not just like a garbage set that we're not going to be happy to have. I'm also super happy that Battle Brother survived a battle with the Irijok. And he did damage too. Like, he wasn't even useless. He did stuff. I don't know how... I guess I would recommend dogs, because dogs are always going to be able to chase better than you can. So I guess I would recommend kind of just thinking back for a second to dissect that battle a little bit. I would recommend dogs, especially I would probably put them on every single brother. And then if you ever have a brother who's out of position, the idea of like trying to chase the Irijok around, I think, is how you get wrecked. The Irijok is super mobile, and in the very similar way to the Nagzurhers, if you're chasing them around, you're kind of doing it wrong. You have to almost hope that they go to a place where you're well positioned to deal with them. I was hoping he would get me that one shot there, but not quite. Alright, let's just pass. But dogs are going to be able to chase. They're going to be able to... They'll probably just die. Expect to lose your dogs if you bring them. But I think they're a good source of DPS on the Irijok. So just a couple hundred crowns here. That was probably worth it. Not sure how many guys left the battlefield though. Looks like a lot. 19 more dudes were probably in that battle originally. But they saw us coming maybe and left. Let's head up to Raderstad. Make our money. And then right now, man, I wish we had more crowns in the bank. Because life is a little bit rough for us. No, we don't want this. Not at all. Life is a little bit rough for us because let's head over to Irijok. You know what? No, we need to stay here in case we need to buy some tools or something. But we need to head over to Irijok, get a quest, and we're not doing it this episode for sure. But we want to probably go over to the Goblin City. They are well provisioned. Let's sell what we can. Prices here may not be fantastic, but they are good enough. Being very careful. We can get rid of this mail shirt now. And the decayed full helm. And the footman's armor as well. Those might have been good to hold on to sell for better prices. But I don't think for the next several days in game, I don't foresee us going to a place with fantastic prices. So let's just sell what we have to stock up on supplies. That way we can actually go out into the world and do something. We need lots of food. Puts us to 7 days. 8 days. Still at 8 days. It's probably enough for what we need. Yeah, we're almost fully repaired, so that's good. May as well check the weaponsmith to see if there's anything cool we're missing out on. And we are not. There's a swordmaster here. An extremely expensive swordmaster we don't need to buy. Oh, and let's check the inn. Full of treasure. Some way west of here? No. We're not going west. We're going east. To the useless city of Irijok. Irijok. So, whenever we can, I guess we'll go back to the icy cave and see if there's anything there. If there's another Irijok fight. Or if that's just it. I mean, we beat him. Do we have to beat him again in the snow? I don't know. Yeah, the prices here are even worse, so we're glad we sold our stuff. How are we on grains? The really cheap stuff? Get a few more of those and see what kind of contracts they have. An idol of fertility. We'll do that. We'll do that for easy levels. Southwest. Okay. I was going to say, I bet this guy is not in the mountains, so let's just head here. Not walk ourselves through the mountains and waste all of our provisions. And I know we have a level that we need to tend to. They're really making us work for this. Come on. 10 thieves. Basically a nothing fight. Skeeb. What you up to, Skeeb? See what his numbers shake out at. Another 4 and another 1. That is just awful. Let's get that resolve up. Those were all good rolls. I mean, that's 3 4s. You can't be mad about that. This guy is definitely going to be a shield expert. Whether he ends up as a taunt tank who also throws stuff remains to be seen, but I think that's a pretty fair bet. And yeah, let's do what I was talking about. We'll switch here. Keep him with his gold helmet. It just looks too cool. And Fritz can wear his very powerful steel countenance. Alright, let's take the fight. It doesn't matter that it's at nighttime. Make sure there were no other levels. We probably won't level from this fight either. And this is almost not even going to be worth it for us. Ooh, they have a necromancer. That's interesting. I should have read that little bit before. Basically saying there was like a hooded figure, you know, with the party. So everyone we killed, he's probably going to try and resurrect. Makes this battle significantly more interesting. I love the kind of mixed armies that you sometimes get. These guys also don't have terrible gear. And now that Isaac has this armor, we can almost do whatever we want. It's kind of absurd. Nice. Let's go up here and support him. This long axe can hit him. Should have wore a helmet, man. Man, just picture Wanton Fu here with some sort of unique spear. He is just going to look sick. He already kind of looks cool. He looks like a knight. A dragon fighting knight. He even has the really cool helmet. Oh, man. I'm a sucker for that sort of stuff. I just want my guys to look cool. That's half of what I care about in this game. And they'll probably go first here. I don't think I care. We could have used adrenaline to make sure that we attack first. He's got a decent number of ranged units, but it's nighttime, so they're missing just as badly as we would. The flail misses as well. Some 39s. Not even going to bother with the aim shots. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy hit. Nice decapitation. One of those phrases I never get tired of saying. Go for the injury. Nope, we just hit him in the armor. Great swords, guys. Not even once. And helping our newer brothers be the ones to get the kills is going to help them to level. Give them that little bit of extra experience you get when you actually get the kill. Alright, zombies. Here we go. Necromancer becomes useful all of a sudden. Let's let me go first. We'll probably move before the zombies anyway. Might have been a tiny waste of fatigue. And I'm assuming decapitated people can't be resurrected as zombies. This armor and helmet are so good, I almost can't even believe that we can put something on top of it and make it even better. I kind of don't want to mess with the aesthetic of it. I might save the game before I attach something to it just to see how the attachment changes the way it looks. Because like putting the fur cloak on the lamellar armor here made it look cooler in my opinion. We do lose the really awesome looking shoulder. The pauldrons, I guess. They're not really pauldrons, I don't think, if they're on like a lamellar. But we don't get to see those anymore, and they were pretty cool looking. But, I mean, I think the cloak is just an overall cooler look. But if we, like, can't see the spikes on the armor and things like that, like, I would rather attach something that's just maybe slightly less effective. Than bone plating. If the bone plating makes it so that we can't see anything. Alright, he's peacing out. If we can kill him from range, that should let us jump in and take out the Necromancer. Is my idea. I was hoping, yeah. He has no weapon. Shield wall was saving him for a while. Step in here just to give us a slightly better surround. And we'll end the round. Save my fingers from carpal tunnel. Let that archer run away. It's over. And once again, several hundred crowns worth of stuff. It just sucks that the prices at Irijok are garbage. And we have to walk all the way back. So this is kind of the only thing that's scaring me right now, is that we don't have a great source of income. That quest was pretty bad. We're going to make money off of it, but it's going to be a close thing. If we want to make money, we need to go into these types of locations and get stuff. But these are some pretty dangerous fights over here, not ones we just want to casually walk into. Okay, good. Another contract. Are the prices here any better after doing that last one? Moderately. Don't need a pimp hat. The hat of a pimp. Okay. We're solid. That's 4 days worth. Would like to get up to like 6 if I can. In their ambush trade routes. The nobleman has requested our services. Let's talk business. Okay, it's another patrol mission. This is the type of mission where you can easily make a lot of money on. So we're going to do it. They're also going to pay us a bit in advance. Okay, he's not going to pay us anymore. But it's about 3,500 crowns for this. And it's basically them paying us to do things we kind of want to do already. We might want to come out to here and take one of these bigger fights. It's been a while since we fought some like truly difficult Northmen. Tempted to come up through the snow, see if there's any locations up here, go to Ratterstad, then Elkshorn, and then swing through the wilderness to see if there are any other battles we can take. Tomb of the Mad King here. Yeah. We're not going to find any enemies on the road. We need to go out and do something. Irijok welcomes you with horrifying screams. 3 of its citizens are in the town center being burned alive. The fires grow beneath them until the flames come licking their feet, then crawling up their legs, drawing them to cry out for mercy, to which the crowd responds by throwing rocks. You about draw your sword to end this injustice when Folkir the witch hunter stays your hand. He shakes his head and points at the burnings. Soon enough the begging stops, and all 3 victims open their mouths, issuing forth a rumbling that silences the crowd and even the crackle of the fire beneath them. They speak in a guttural uniform voice. Ye who watches us perish shall perish themselves. The bodies suddenly slump forward as though instantly made dead, and the cooking of their flesh resumes with a steady popping. The witch hunter orders your men to look away, which you quickly do, and behind you comes renewed screams, but this time from the townspeople themselves. You shan't forget this moment anytime soon. What is this? Ugh. This is what having a witch hunter in our party makes us privy to. That's why I like having them in almost every party I make, because they're always down for some really cool events, which can make for some really flavorful playthroughs. Them and monks. Alright, let's go fight some Reavers. Reavers are tough. Reavers are not pushovers. Perfect timing here on this Battle Forge. He's going to need it if we're going to keep him in this fight. Our best, we want melee skill, we want fatigue, and we want melee defense. These are the things that I want. I'm not getting them. I'm going to pop a 4. No, I don't even want to do that. He's already got 55 resolve. He's already got 96 HP. So, like, we take 2, 2, and 3 here. Give him a bit more range defense. Some really weak rolls. But I think that's what we need to do. He can't have 70 melee skill. He's got to get into the 80s to be useful if he's going to be a two-hander. I don't like leaving out our strongest brothers in these type of fights against Reavers. They're very powerful. But I don't think there's going to be a lot of them. So let's just come up here and wreck these dudes real quick and collect some heads. 5. Oh, man. Yeah, it just said some. So, pretty weak battle. I wish there were more people in here. 5 heads, I mean, it's 500 crowns. Plus whatever we can get from them. Have you met Isaac, your Lord and Savior? If you guys like Warhammer, even on Fantasy Warhammer or 40k, he looks like a flippin' Khorne Berserker. Because every time I look at him, that's all I can see. The red color scheme, skulls for the Skull Throne, blood for the Blood God, and all that. Just super sick. There's an old trailer for a Warhammer fantasy game. I don't remember the name of the title because it's not one that I played, but I've seen the trailer on YouTube a few times. It's awesome. It's like a Sigmarite battle priest walking through the woods with some Empire men. And there's some like elves following them, and you don't really know what's going on. Then all of a sudden, out of the shadows steps like Khorne Berserkers. I don't know if they're necessarily Khorne Berserkers. They're definitely like chosen. Super heavily armored dudes that look like this. Basically step out of the woods, and they have this epic battle. And it's pretty sick. If you guys know what I'm talking about, feel free to link that in the comments section. I love watching Warhammer related game trailers. 'Cause they make some really good ones, some kind of like Blizzard-esque. I don't know if anyone makes a better trailer than Blizzard, but they're pretty good. If Blizzard could just make a good movie, they'd have something. It's really sad. I enjoyed Warcraft as a movie. Just being a nerd who's always loved that universe, I enjoyed it, but I don't think anyone who loves movies can say that that is like an epic movie or anything, because it's just not. And you want it to be so bad. If you love the world of Warcraft, you just want it to be good, and it's just not. This was an incredibly worth it place to knock out. Look at all the supplies. We also finally got some heavy javelins, which we've been wanting this entire time. Like, the entire time I've wanted those. Let's go to... Where are you, buddy? Let's go here and give the javelins... So, the axes... Let's take a look at these for a second. It's all about armor piercing. The javelins do consistently more damage by 5. They ignore more armor, which is good. They have better armor piercing. But they're nowhere near as effective against armor. And they also don't have the increased chance to hit someone in the head. Anything else? They're also a bit heavier, surprisingly. I guess that makes sense. In real life, javelins would be heavier than axes, I guess. But we're going to put those on ski just for a little bit of differentiating. I think the heavy throwing axes might just be a little bit better. But I just like having different weapons. Sometimes I'll give up a little bit of efficiency just to be able to see something cool in the game and remember it's there. So I'm happy to have those. That was a cool pickup. And we also picked up some furs and a necklace that we can sell. Not bad. We're not going to bother to repair all the crappy Northerner gear. A battle took here. Looks like some undead were walking from a place up north. We're not going to go searching for that. I'm hoping to find something here, but I'm not going to go way out of my way to look for it. It looks like a decent fight. I'm not really scared of fighting them at night. Farog has leveled, so let's pump his melee skill. Pump that there. With the necklace, he's not that bad. His actual fatigue is good. Maybe a few more points in resolve before the end. Get him up to like a natural 60. And then when we finally go into the witch's hut, we'll just tear that place apart. And this will probably be the last battle of the day. We're getting close to that hour mark, and I don't know how much more epicness I can stand. This is why you love having the Falcon. We know exactly what we're fighting now. And I don't care enough to shoot anyone. So let's just go ahead and switch out our weapons. Check out that pole hammer and that axe combo. The banner comes out. I wish the banner did more damage. It has an increased 10% chance to hit, which is nice. It's a pretty accurate weapon. Maybe like a 60 to 70, just give it like a tighter like range of damage. Also in this game, I don't know if I've ever gotten a unique bill hook. I don't think I've ever seen a weapon like that. It's going to take him forever to get here in the snow. And I probably could have just put Skibo back here and left him. You know what, I'm going to move him back. Let's get him close to the banner so he's not getting scared. They're going to take forever to get to us, but we're happy to wait. Our strategy is strong. We have our backliners that can hit over the top, and they're going to have to just run straight to us. Skeeb is just going to hang out. He's not going to get any kills this battle, but he's also not going to run. And here we'll just space bar it up, because some of them might make it to our front lines this turn. So I'm still thinking about the Irijok battle. I could see how, if you can't take him out as quickly as we did, and he regens, that battle could be frustrating, especially once he covers half the area in ice. I think our use of Indomitable early on might have been correct as well. Went back when the first stage when he was still charging around, but I think he does stuff in stages. So at first it seemed like he was content to charge around like a bull and throw us around like the Unhold do. But then after that he straight up teleports like a Nagzurher. So the battle starts with him doing an imitation of an Unhold, and then ends with him becoming a Nagzurher who leaves ice in his path. So I mean, if your entire team has Pathfinder, that could be helpful, you know, in terms of navigating around. Making it so that you're not just constantly one step behind chasing him. Go for a line shot here and hopefully get the Geist, and we do. And having Indomitable in the first stages could keep him from tossing you. So that's kind of my first thought. Having Pathfinder could make the ice easier to go over. Having as many range tools as we did, I think, was also a huge help. Because it felt like, at least for a minute there, wherever he went, we were able to at least put some damage on him. And I mean, we did huge bleed. That one turn where Isaac was able to hit him a bunch, and I think Fritz too. That one turn where we did 80 damage worth of just pure bleed. And then we did bleed a little bit after that, and I kept being worried that the bleed was going to kill him, but I think it's pretty clear that he regenerates HP if you can't kill him fast enough. Yeah, and the Geists are just not being very effective. Every time we're able to get those kills, we're giving confidence to our men. Step up there. The battle is going swimmingly. Just need to get these Geists down. I'm trying to think of what else would be very effective. We didn't see if we could net him, mostly because we were really relying on some of the damage that we did with Hans. Hans's throwing weapons ended up being a pretty big source of damage for us. That was beautiful. Triple kill, can't ignore that. And we should be able to get a good early strike on that Geist. Step in here within range. Very good. Now we have a lot of brothers ready to kill Geists. Yeah, we may as well go first. See how many resurrections they get. If we come into here, we now have a better surround, better chances to kill the Geist. Perfect. That 10% chance to hit probably came in handy. We'll wait. Really hoping he would just get the kill there. We should have rotated him. We're making a bunch of like little minor mistakes just because we're trying to get past this. If we had rotated Behemoth in, he would have been able to attack. Let's just wait. because we should just be able to get the kill any way we do it. I would have obviously sat there and thought about it more if it would have been a more difficult battle. But we're happy to take that fight. We didn't get great loot or anything, but that's more heads towards our quest. So let's head down to Ratterstad, check out what they have there. By the time we get there, maybe it'll be night, or it'll be day. Maybe there are some... No, it's probably some friendly guys. Oh no, barbarians are currently engaged with a caravan, but none of the militia's getting involved. Let's see what happens. Oh, with the second militia, they're dead. Yeah, that sucks. Would have loved to fight some Chosen on my own. I probably would have extended today's video if I could have been able to pick that fight. Oh my god, the Deadly Crusher. It crushes people. And a Masterwork Dirk. We haven't seen any unique daggers as well. This is in our price range. This is not. Sell what we can and see how the money shake out. The prices here are amazing for selling right now for reasons unknown. But there's just no way. We just can't afford this. And I want it so badly. There's just, we can't. If this was even 10k, we couldn't afford it. Oh man. Do we even have a two-handed hammer, bro? I don't think we do. Behemoth is an axe man. Cleaver, sword. Hammers are Sir Lancel's deal, but he's also a shield expert, so we wouldn't take that off. Gimli is good for his mace. Yeah, we don't even have a great brother to use it, in fairness. I feel like one of our new brothers is kind of like undedicated. Arnold. Yeah, but he's going to make a ranged character. He's not going to want to use a two-handed hammer. Man, I almost feel like we just buy this dagger. But that just puts us in such bad financial condition again. I hate to pass on the Deadly Crusher. It's one of the best weapons in the game. It just smashes dudes with armor. It one-shots Ancient Dead. And it's honestly not at a bad price for how strong it is. But we're going to have to pass it. That feels real bad. I almost would have rather not knowing it was there than knowing it's there and not being able to buy it. That hurts. But we're going to be able to pick up a lot more unique stuff as the playthrough goes. Never fear. I mean, we have stuff in our inventory right now that we can't even use. And this is a great battle. It's going to give us the rest of the heads we need. That way, if we're on our way back and we don't find anyone here, we at least won't have to worry about it. You know what, let's take this fight. It's a pretty nothing fight. It should be very easy for our brothers to just 1, 2, 3 these guys. So let's do this. Today's episode can go a few minutes long. It's not a problem. Because it's honestly not going to take long to do this fight. A bunch of shirtless guys and dogs. The dogs, oddly enough, I don't think count towards our heads. So that's 7 of these that don't count, so 12. I think that still gives us an even 30 though. Alright, I guess. Start slaughtering the Northmen. And their loyal pups. Isaac is like a god to them. A demonic god. Show me what you got. Show me. Ooh. That's why Behemoth needs better stats. If he had good melee attack, or melee skill rather, he would have been able to kill both of those dudes. Right now we're just trying to tie down as many of these barbarians as possible to make sure they don't run away with those very valuable heads. These are the only 3 that aren't tied down. Skeeb, you're so heavily armored, man. If you get wrecked up there by some super low level barbarians, I'm going to be disappointed. This is the only one we don't have tied to the fight. Give him a chance though. The dangerous thing about all these bear claw weapons is that they can stun. Yeah, and he manages to stun Gimli. Oh, is that really what you want to do? Against the Lord of War? Alright. Man, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. We'll happily shoot at him. I was hoping to kill him. Then the triple swing we would take here would be pretty much a no-brainer. Let's go up here and support these guys. No one down here needs any help. Good kill. Just like that, it's all cleared up. Good job, Behemoth. With your Executioner's Axe looking like a total badass. I wish the bows looked a little bit cooler in this game, because Ozzy's a cool character with some unique items, but his bow just doesn't look like anything special. You can tell at first glance that it's a quality looking thing, but you can't tell that it's a unique type of bow. In the same way that like you look at an Impaler and you just know that's a special item. None of this matters, just let me chop this dude up. Get your revenge. There you go. Good job, Gimli. Some ammo to replace the ammo we spent. And that's all the heads we needed. We'll head down to Elk's Horn. Orc Scouts. Man, I love fighting orcs. I'm still thinking about that hammer. You better believe it. The prices here are absolutely awful. We're not going to sell anything here. And we're not going to pass up free Orc Scouts either. I would hope that they are coming from a place that we can actually attack. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll fight one more battle today. It's just Orc Scouts. And then we'll call it for today's episode. Mostly just want to take their stuff. Definitely to our detriment to fight them at night. But I mean, even if we hit half of our shots, we're happy. And we'll just pass the turn with all of our melee. We could Indomitable our front line, as we've done many times before, but we have so many gaps in our front line now with Gimli and Behemoth. They don't have Indomitable, so they'll just charge them instead. And they may not even reach us this turn. But just in case, I wanted to have the spear wall up. And yeah, Gimli's going to get stunned. Smack him in the head. Good hits, but he's pretty well armored for an orc young. Alright, 2 down is better than none. Alright, 3. I haven't fought these guys in a long time. I just wanted to hurry up and do it. They're always a fun battle for me. So I Indomitable here because these two are definitely going to want to charge in. And when they do, they're just not going to do anything. They're not going to stun anyone. They might charge in maybe a behemoth. Yes, surrounds Farog. Getting the stun there, yeah, and here they go. First hit went to bone plating, the second hit actually got him. And there he goes with the stun, it does nothing. Spear Wall is going to keep another Orc Young back for a turn. And make their engagement all the weaker. Good shots from Kata. Very clutch. Okay, we're not going to reload at night. Just go for the easier hit. Get a good surround there. I don't want to fight these dudes on the high ground. Let's just keep Skeeb tucked in. His biggest problem isn't really just his stats. It's just that he has really poor fatigue. And he's wearing really heavy armor. And in a one-on-one engagement, he'll just get locked down and beaten up. He's also got pretty low HP at 68. Which is basically the amount of HP. It's right below 71, which is where you can get one-shotted. For my math. I don't see any of the one-shot weapons here necessarily. But I still think it's a pretty fragile HP total. When the rest of your stats don't match. I mean, I guess we can move him up. Fighting an unarmored orc who's already wanting to run is not difficult. Easy free kill. Not sure why I did that. It's dark, so like even my screen is dark. It's hard to see that orc young. Orc decapitation, best kind. Alright, nobody wants to fight anymore. It's GG. And some free experience and free gold from this battle. Orc weapons are valuable. They're valuable and they're not useful to us. That's kind of the biggest thing about them. Like, we don't want to use them. So they're just pure money. Yeah, and this is several hundred crowns worth. Probably worth going out of our way for. And I'm just going to take a roundabout. Yes, I figured there would be a hideout here. Perfect. Alright guys, we'll clear this place up probably at the beginning of the next episode. And then look to head over towards the Goblin City. I don't know if we'll do it in the next episode, but we're pretty close. And then after that, I'm going to prioritize getting to the Witch's Hut for yet another boss battle. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I appreciate every single subscription that I get. I'm a little bit over 200 now, and I'm pretty hyped about it. And I think our entire team is full for names right now. I have one more name suggestion that I'm going to try and get in. And unless someone dies, I think the subscriber names are pretty full. But still feel free to leave a name suggestion if you'd like. And I'll put it on the list, and if anyone ever dies, you'll get first come, first serve for that particular brother. So alright guys, without any further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later y'all.